What is up, guys? I wanted to just do a quick reaction video to the breaking news yesterday of Club Brugge actively pursuing Lee Han-beom. And I think this is really big news because Lee Han-beom would be the first Korean to play for Club Brugge. And Club Brugge, they're not just another ordinary Euro side. They are 20-time Belgian Pro League champions. They are perennial participants and contenders in the Champions League. And they are a very good side. And this is something that Koreans should be proud of. And we see right here Sasha Tavolieri breaking the news of Lee Han-beom being pursued by Club Brugge, and Lee Han-beom has actually approved this, which is really big. Because you have to understand there's other clubs that are also looking at Lee Han-beom, and you have interest, Liverpool, Leeds from England. And for Lee Han-beom to already say yes, continue on with negotiations with Club Brugge to his agent is actually really big and shows that he really wants to be part of this club. He'd be the first Korean Blauw-zwart, and this is actually really big news for him and for Korea as well. And so we're going to take a look at some of the posts that I've made of Lee Han-beom through the years as I've covered him. And we're going to go on a little journey, a brief journey of how he's even gotten to this point. And so Lee Han-beom, he's come out of FC Seoul many years ago, and he got recruited and signed with FC Midtjylland. But with FC Midtjylland, he just wasn't seeing a lot of time. And in fact, he was benched most of the time, and that frustrated us Korean national team fans because we believe that he can make an impact and make a difference on the pitch. And we wanted him to actually transfer out of FC Midtjylland to a club that would actually play him. But every time clubs would try to, recruit him and sign him, FC Midtjylland would actually block those transfers. And so that always frustrated us as well. But the breaking development came about a year ago when he actually had his opportunity to get on the pitch as a regular starter because of an injury to Diao of FC Midtjylland. And from there, he pretty much took over that spot, made it his own, and he didn't look back. And so we even just look at some of these posts here. This is Lee Han-beom getting his first goal for FC Midtjylland about a year and a half ago. You could already see just his ability and his talent to be in the right place at the right time and to score goals and to produce. And he just slots it in the net right there. And already just a sign that this player can make an impact and difference and produce. Just take a look at this post here as well. We see that Lee Han-beom, as he started regularly starting now, his third straight, he earned his first assist against the league leaders at that time, Copenhagen. And again, it just made us so proud that Lee Han-beom just really stood in there with his team and didn't quit, but earned his starting spot. And from there, he's been the regular starter. And now, last year was really huge. He actually contributed heavily to the Danish Cup title-winning run, and I would say he may even be the MVP. And here he scored his first goal of the year against in the Danish Cup semifinal versus AGF in the first leg. So this player is someone that's very strong aerially, and this was actually the game-winning header. This was the game-winning goal in the first leg against AGF. In the second leg against AGF, he actually contributed to the win with the game-winning assist. So we'll see that right here. That equalized the game. But at the end of the day, that was enough for Midtjylland to make it to the finals. And you can see also right here, he was also getting interest apparently from clubs like Besiktas. And so already scouts were looking at him, especially as he's played a key role in this Danish Cup title-winning run. And then finally, he actually scored the game winner in the Danish Cup final itself. And he sends FC Midtjylland fans into delirium. Look at that header right there. Again, just a very strong aerial player. Look at that. The zings right off his head into the net. And he makes FC Midtjylland Danish Cup champions for the first time since 2022 and becomes the first Korean to actually score in the Danish Cup final. And so he's continued a strong play with FC Midtjylland even last year, leading into the World Cup. And I want to now talk about some of his defensive capabilities. Here we see that in the pregame leading up to the World Cup, against Trinidad and Tobago. A lot of times Lee Han-beom, he sometimes gets criticism for his lack of pace, but he actually has very good recovery speed to make that last man tackle. And here we see an example of that right here. He makes the last man tackle. Nice slide tackle. So one of the things that you'll notice about Lee Han-beom is that he has good recovery pace. He can play in a high line and have the pace to prevent goals from going behind the back. He really fits all the characteristics and attributes of a modern center back, a ball carrying center back who can make his way into the middle third, but also have the recovery pace to track back and really cover all aspects of the game, whether it's offensively with his passes to the final third and passes to really go through the defense to the striker or the winger, or tracking back like this to make the last man tackle with his recovery pace. And this is an example of such passes of Lee Han-beom when he's as a defender. Look at him; he just makes that perfect pass to the offensive player who goes in and scores a goal for the assist. And so that's kind of what you're getting. This is what you're getting with Lee Han-beom. You're getting a player who plays very well from the back, who can unlock defenses with his passes from the back. You're getting a player who's very intelligent, who can read situations very well. He sees, he can intercept plays before they even happen. And he's also a player with a lot of leadership. Another national team center back, Cho Yu-min, was asked here, who would you think will be the top 3 candidates for captain of the national team after Son Heung-min? And then he actually surprisingly mentions Lee Han-beom, which is pretty interesting. Because Lee Han-beom, he has a bit of a quieter character, but at the same time, he exudes that kind of influence upon the team.
황인범, 이강인, 그리고
이강인,
그리고 이한범 포지션적인 부분에서 가능하지 않을까.
He thinks that Lee Han-beom, as he continues to make regular starts with the national team as Kim Min-jae's partner, is going to exude a lot of influence and leadership in his role. And so again, he's also someone that can bring that leadership and that steady, faithful character that honestly, Asian footballers are known for. They're very disciplined. They don't cause drama. They work hard. Lee Han-beom, as he played at FC Midtjylland, he made a couple of Team of the Weeks as well. And I got to actually meet him when the national team came by my area in New Jersey last fall, and he was actually a really friendly guy. And I told him, like, I hope you can start with Kim Min-jae against the United States next day. And he said, thank you. And he's just a really friendly dude. So there you have it. I think Club Brugge, if this transfer goes through, you guys are getting a quality player. You guys are getting the future of our Korean defense after Kim Min-jae. Lee Han-beom is our next best center back, and at the age of 24, he still has a lot of room for growth, a lot of room for improvement, a high ceiling, and we're excited. If I were to even compare his growth with Kim Min-jae at the same age was still in China before he started really busting through the European ranks at Fenerbahce and then Napoli and then finally Bayern Munich. And already at the age of 24, Lee Han-beom to be playing for a club like Club Brugge, I'm very happy about. And I hope this goes through. It looks like it will. And I hope he can grow more with Club Brugge and also continue the winning ways and the winning streak of Brugge, in addition to making some noise in the Champions League. And I'm really excited that Lee Han-beom can get an opportunity, especially to play in the Champions League, which I believe he's never done before. So yeah, look forward to this transfer. And for the latest and best news on Korean national team players and for Lee Han-beom from the Korean side, you can follow me at Joel Kim at KNT Football on X. And I look forward to building a relationship with the Club Brugge fan base and staying in touch.